Hey everybody, it's Umber Rays here today to make a video about Final Fantasy XIV. Wait, no, it's Wotv. No, wait, it's both. It's Final Fantasy XIV collaboration part. I don't even know at this point. You know what? 14 has been in and out so much that it feels like a Clockwork Orange joke. That you know what? Never mind. I don't feel good about that. Let's dial it back. Let's go back. Let's get serious for a second here. So yeah, the next collaboration has basically been revealed. We are getting even a live stream for it, which is pretty surprising. The Final Fantasy War of the Visions Final Fantasy XIV collaboration revival will be happening. Starting at 8 p.m. on Friday, June 13th, we will be live streaming. Holy shit. Apparently, how did we need more? How was the JP side going? I'm tripping over my words. How is JP going to get more live streams? Well, we just simply had to cancel Global. Wow. That's a half joke. FF Phantom War Final Fantasy XIV collaboration revival announcement. Latest information reveal. This broadcast will be packed with content, including the latest information focused on the collaboration revival. We will be featuring projects that can be enjoyed on the live broadcast, so please tune in. And why do I even care about this? Well, that's a character silhouette, and that's a very distinctly FF14 character who shall remain obvious for anybody who plays the game. G'raha is the one being teased here, and I'm curious about this. I'm curious for a lot of reasons. The FF14 collaboration has mostly been a goodwill type collaboration, where the characters have been free and whatnot, and we've seen vision cards through the gacha over the last little while. It wasn't even that long ago that we saw FF14 come back with a revival with a couple of new vision cards related to the most recent expansion. But apparently we're not finished, because we're getting an actual collaboration revival with basically a new character. I mean, given that there's a silhouette, there's almost a 0% chance that this is not. And given that the next update is sitting around the 15th, which is a new character one, I'm kind of inclined to believe that this will be gacha related. The switch might have finally been flipped, and we might be seeing this character show up as an actual entry into the 14 legacy or 14 content here, but also just about, you know, how do I say this? About being like the first actual gacha character from FF14. Yes, technically, I mean, we could get into a whole thing about Thancred here, but there's a lot interesting here. A live stream usually is for a pretty big reason. We haven't gotten many live streams. Ton of collaborations haven't gotten a live stream. So why FF14 for a revival is getting a live stream? There isn't particularly any major quality of life updates on the horizon that I really felt were that close. So are they just essentially doing this to announce the FF14 thing? I don't know. This feels bigger than a lot of more recent stuff has, because otherwise they just wouldn't be doing a live stream. It's not an anniversary time, and that's the other thing that's kind of interesting here. Hirano is also present. This is basically looks like at the very least the half anniversary in terms of the lineup for an actual event. And so that brings into talking about who G'raha actually is. Because G'raha is an FF14 character that I would consider to be one of the upwards of the most popular FF14 characters. Most popular. I mean, I'm looking at it now. The most favorite. So number 10, Harishavant. Number 9, emet-selch. Number 8, Einstein, which I'm pretty sure I'm saying that name wrong. Raubon, number 7, Grahatia is considered to be number 6 on the actual listing. Just a second. Yeah, this guy right here, Grahatia, is considered to be one of the more popular characters from the Crystal Tower questline in Shadowbringers. He's definitely a character that I absolutely know about. By the way, shoutouts to the Final Fantasy VII MTG Commander deck that is behind me right now. But, you know, like, there aren't too many characters that are more popular than him. Alphanaut, Alisail, Ishtola. There's a bunch of different characters that are pretty popular still. And so, yeah, I mean, I find this pretty interesting, the whole idea about they're bringing this character to the game, because this is not the next character I would have guessed. Hell, I wouldn't even have guessed that we were getting another Final Fantasy XIV collaboration, especially so soon. It feels a little weird, but it could be because they're going to be announcing some Wotv content, maybe some more Wotv content for FF14. FF14 is still pretty damn successful for Square Enix and a major title. So yeah, I'm curious to see what ends up coming out of this event. Because, you know, right now, there's a lot of things happening in Final Fantasy. We have the Final Fantasy IX anniversary coming up in July, which, you know, a game could still be announced. There's the MTG set, which has come out, which, by the way, you can see I've been organizing cards in a binder. Ooh. Cool, right? Anyway, more on that later. So there's the MTG set, there's the announcement of Final Fantasy Tactics, and now we have this too on top of it. So it feels, yeah, like a bunch of stuff is just going on in Final Fantasy right now, and it's looking pretty interesting. So I am going to be, I guess, covering the live stream. I have no idea even if there is a Wotv category anymore on Twitch. I guess I'll find out on Friday. But if you want, come join me, see what is happening, because this is out of left field. This is very weird given the year that we've had in Wotv so far of, you know, just barely anything for live streams, barely anything for announcements. So yeah, I'll be keeping a very close eye on this, and I hope you will be too. Thanks so much for watching. Look forward to all the information in the near future. Later.